Well, hello. LinkedIn, X, Twitter. No, I said X. I still have to work on that. I'm a little bit I got back late last night. I did a quick day trip to Raleigh by car. So that was quite a lot of time in the car, but also a lot of time to catch up on some audiobooks. In case you're wondering who I am, my name is Frank Lavinia, and you can catch me at the following URLs. Frank Digs Data, is a site is my social handle on multiple platforms, and you can check me out at franksworld.com, datadriven.tv, and impactquantum.com. So one of the things that has been very frustrating as a user of ChatGPT for, I mean, practically 2 years, um, is just the inability to search. And I was gonna I've been kind of heads down on a lot of things at work and just a whole bunch of personal things going on. But about a couple weeks ago, buried in all this other stuff with Sora and the new models that they put out, and a whole bunch of other news around AI, is the feature I wanted most, and I feel it's woefully overlooked. So with that, let's take a look. And the feature is not rocket science. It is actually pretty basic stuff. Chrome tab. I want to share my Chrome tab. Here we go. All right. So this is ChatGPT. So how many times have you gone through and you have to go through your chat history and you don't remember exactly um, what you wrote? So a real example here is um, I asked ChatGPT to come up with some script ideas for TV shows, make it about open source. And one of them was I was in my binge watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia phase. So I was like, what would it look like if there was a show called It's Always Sunny in Open Source? And I had two options. I have multiple options. One, I could regenerate it, which seems kind of wasteful because I like the first result pretty good. Two, I could spend a lot of time digging through the um, the history, kind of doing that, but I use it quite a bit, so that's not really an option. I could also download my history file and then search there. But about a month ago, they added this little feature here where you can search the chats. So as you can see, if I type in Always Sunny, um, there we go. And here it is. Here is my, oops, here's my prompt. Right, so it was create a parody of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but call it Always Sunny in Open Source, mock the arrogant and toxic nature of some portions of the open source communities. Not all, but some. There's it's gotten better, but and the reason why I wanted to focus on toxicity, because if you've never watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, these are not exactly the most positive, life affirming people in the world. So, but you'll see, like, it comes up, it's called The Gang Tackles an Issue Tracker. And that's actually the naming pattern of how this is. And it's like Charlie is hunched over a laptop, furiously typing. Dennis and Mac are arguing over a whiteboard filled with nonsensical flowcharts. D is browsing a stack of bug reports, while Frank is drowning in a pile of printouts. Guys, our open source project is perfect. These bug reports are just user errors. Yeah, and all these pull requests, they're from noobs who don't understand our vision. If you've watched the show, this is 100% dead on. And so then I got the idea of doing other shows, right? So I actually told it, oh my God, that was awesome. If you ever need another parody, and that got me thinking, well, now do Curb Your Enthusiasm. And if you want me to share this, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to share the whole script, because I had lost this. I was going to do something with it, but and I also did Aqua Teen Hunger Force, um, Eric Andre show. Um, and some of these are kind of, I wouldn't say obscure, but definitely kind of niche. Ali G show. Um, Ali G is sitting in his iconic yellow tracksuit and shades in front of a computer with a screen showing a GitHub page. Ali G representing stains. Today we're going to talk about the most wicked thing on the internet, open source software. safe. And if you've watched any of these shows, these are spot on. So I have to hand it to this. Now I try it with Borat, and I think I did a Bruno one too, which is probably it's probably can't mention we can't show it. Frasier, like I just tried all these shows. Family Guy, they're all spot on. Like in terms of their ability to kind of read the show and the actual tone of it, I was impressed. Um, Boondocks, definitely can't really share that one. Deep Space Nine. Cisco says Chief Starfleet Command has tasked us with contributing to an open source software project to improve our Starship diagnostic systems. Open source, sir. I thought that was just for civilian use. I mean, like if you're a fan of the show, like any of these shows, like it's really good. Keeping Up Appearances, which is another one. So all of this is because they added this little search feature, which you wouldn't think is crucial. You wouldn't think is critical. But realistically, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I have here. Oh, yeah. So this is The Expanse, right? Rocinante is cruising through space. It's just really well done. So let me know if you want. Obviously, I have plenty of content here. Maybe I'll do like 12 days of shows altered by open source. How about that? Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. Speaking of which, want to give a shout out to my co-author Candice Gahuli. And there's the book. Actually, the price is actually cheaper now than that because we're running a special for the holidays. So give that QR code a scan. That should take you to the homepage of the book. Or wait, where does that take you? Shame on me for not knowing this like automatically, right? Let's see. There we go. Oh, come on. Let's see. Where does it send me? Where does it send me? I think it sends me an Amazon. Yeah, it sends you an Amazon. You can check it out. The new price of the book, which I need to update, is my Wi-Fi is slow today. All right, so $7.99 for the Kindle and $12.97 for the paperback. So definitely check it out. I'm probably gonna keep that special going for a while, but I highly recommend picking it up sooner rather than later in case I change my mind. And I see I have a message in the chat. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if I'm running a little slow today, it's because I did get in pretty late last night from my drive. Raleigh is one of those places where it's close enough to drive and flying is kind of like a 50-50 option. Speaking of Sora, let's see. So if you haven't found out by now, Sora has now been launched, quote unquote, for everyone. But the catch is, if you try to log in, account creation is currently unavailable because they're experiencing, hey, I'm not sharing that tab. Dope. Share this tab instead. There we go. So what you missed was if you go to openai.com/Sora, you're treated with this. And if you click on Start Now, and you try to either log in, but it's basically account creation is not available right now. So I'm going to keep checking on this every once in a while and so that I can get my hands on this, but it definitely looks good. Look at this. There's a sitcom. That's pretty cool. I would watch that. So there's definitely a lot of good stuff in here. Now keep in mind, these are cherry picked examples. I have a number of things I've made in Pika AI, Pika.art, which is a pretty good alternative. It's not quite as rich as this or as good as this, but it does do the trick and I can sign into it. With that in mind, again, my favorite feature of ChatGPT that's been added that I can access is this ability to pull in, just do the searches against it, right? And I don't remember a lot of hullabaloo about it. I don't remember a lot of press releases or whatever, but it's something that I had been wanting since I had more than a dozen queries in the system or a dozen chats. You just want to be able to search what you've gone through. And for people who use it a lot, and they're like, oh, I remember I talked this through with ChatGPT. Um, so with that in mind, I got to drop because I got some meetings coming up, and I probably should get some coffee beforehand. But let me know in the comments below how you would like me to see me do this. I actually did try. Let's see if I can pull it up. Bear with me. So one of the things I had to do yesterday was speak on a let's see, products. Speak on a talking to a um, don't tell me. Uh, um, where is it? And hang on, bear with me. Hang on. Purchase history. There we go. There it is. Oh, hello. I have a dog visiting me. One of the things I had to do is most of these live streams, as you can tell, are completely improv, right? I don't really start off with a script. I kind of start off with um, this idea of, kind of just sharing a story and just kind of talking. And here we go. Let's see what we got. Let me share this tab. So this was something I picked up through AppSumo. And where are my projects? So I was like, hey, let's see what we could do. So basically what I did was I piped the script that was generated from It's Always Sunny in Open Source. And I just see what would it look like if it did this. Now it's not perfect because obviously the characters don't look like the real characters. They kind of approximate them, but I suspect um, um, there are probably many ethical and legal reasons why that's the case. But if you remember me reading the script, where it's like, the gang starts off in front of a laptop, they're arguing over in front of a whiteboard. D is looking through bug reports, and they're kind of arguing, right? Pretty good actually when you consider this, right? So I just wanted to kind of to show that. So this is one option I have for the creative use of this. But let me know in the comments if you have any ideas or if you'd like me to share the script. I like the idea of the 12. Somebody put in the chat the 12 days of OpenAI on TV. If OpenAI was or open source, not OpenAI. With that, my dog is pawing at me, telling me I have to have a very important meeting with him to let him outside. Now that he's had breakfast. And let me know in the comments below. It's good to be streaming again. I was going to stream from the actual studio that was there, but it just didn't seem like the right time. And I was laser focused on reading the script and the teleprompter, it was a good skill to acquire. I ended up recording for about 3 hours, I think. And thank you for whoever just scanned the QR code. That's awesome that it tells me that. I'm going to throw that up again. Actually, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give another shout out to my co-author. This is her LinkedIn newsletter, completely free. Come on, is it going to show it? Oh, it's up there. There it is. You could check that out. And also a YouTube channel that I'm working on with some colleagues called AI by Example. And looking forward to working on that. And once again, final shout out for the book. That price is wrong. It's now $12.97. And you have a great day. Thanks, everyone. And soon, very soon, I'll stream again. Hope you're having a good one. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. If you like what you see, be sure to click like, share, subscribe. All that YouTube goodness really does help the small channel like me, get noticed by the almighty algorithm. And I really appreciate it. And yes, I see in the chat. Yes, I saw the price of teleprompters. They're a bit much. But there's also a lot of hack projects with Raspberry Pis and mirrors and glass where you can kind of create your own. That's actually a good idea. So with that, I'm going to end the stream because I have a busy day ahead of me, and you have a good one.